Get ready to match the stars. Shecky Greene, Brett Summers, Gary Burghoff, Elaine Joyce, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
Hello there. Hello. Hi, Gene. Hi, Gene.
Hi, Gene. That's very neat.
Is that the style with the pin under there?
No, it's an old style which I'm trying to revive.
I love it.
Do you like that?
Sure, if you have a 13-inch neck, it's great.
I'm a 15 and a half there.
Talk about
what are you?
something
Well, I'd
long.
say
9
about...
and a half.
Oh, really? What did you say?
I said, talk about keep something long enough and it'll come back.
That's right. No, I'm going to revive that style. Everybody okay down here?
Yes.
Oh, you're beautiful, my dear. Would you do that again?
Yes.
Bing. There, you see, take 3. Or take 2, or 1. Now, let's say hello to our 2 players, Pat Schrott and Stormy Martell. Hello, ladies. Pat's current chance has won $200. She's got 1 game under her belt. And she's being challenged by Stormy, and both ladies are striking out so far. I just thought I'd lay it right on the line there. Second round coming up, 1 question for each of you. One of you could come out a winner here. We'll find out if that happens right after this. Ready? Here we go. Okay, Stormy, please make your selection.
A, please.
All right. Everybody plays.
Goody.
All right.
At the bowling alley.
What?
George said to Bud, I can see this is the first time you've ever gone bowling. You're supposed to put your finger in the ball, not your blank. Did you hear that, Stormy?
I refuse to answer that one.
Okay. Couple of good choices here.
Could you mention 1 or 2 of them?
You having trouble?
Yes.
It's real silk, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Put that back.
Oh, all right.
That's
All right.
nice.
That'll do. Finished. Here we go.
Oh, wait a minute. Not
Changing
me.
your mind.
Well, I found out something, which I'll explain when I give you my answer.
All right, Stormy Martell. At the bowling alley, George said to Bud, I can see this is the first time you've ever gone bowling. You're supposed to put your finger in the ball, not your blank.
Your toe.
Not your toe. Yeah, that's a reasonable answer. What do you say?
Oh, she's ready for the dough, because I also wrote down toe.
Have you thought of a musical career?
I just want to sing and dance, that's all I want.
I'm sorry, my card is full. Okay, you, Brett.
Well, my first impulse was to put thumb, and I said to Gary, you don't put your thumb in when you bowl? He said, yes, you do. I said, oh, okay. So I put toe.
Toe. Yeah, that's 2 for you.
I don't know about sports. I'm a drinker.
What part of the anatomy?
One thing's for sure, she doesn't lie. It's incredible because I said thumb. No, I said toe.
Oh, 3 toes. I didn't even think of that. Okay, you.
You know why I thought of it?
Why?
Because that's precisely how I bowl.
With your toes. What's your score?
I push it down.
You just kick it down the alley.
240.
240? God, this I've got to see.
I don't know. I've never bowled in my life.
You don't even know what 240 is.
No, except in a movie once I threw the ball and I strike every time. They couldn't believe it. And I was supposed to bowl badly. And I kept hitting strikes all the time.
Isn't this fascinating, friends? Tough act to follow, but go ahead, Richard.
Are you going to bring out Son of Strike? Well, you know they bowl. They bring the ball up here.
Right.
And
He accidentally...
then they say...
No.
Right.
Nose. Good answer. Okay.
Toe.
Toe. Wrong. No. Tongue. You Chinese ladies, you very treacherous. Okay, now, let's see. That's 4 for you. She did very well with her second round question. Pat, you've got a match 4 to stay in the game. 5 will win another game for you. Kate said, She said, my husband thinks he's a dog, and I'm beginning to believe him. Last night he brought home a blank. Everybody please. Think about that, Pat. Kate said, my husband thinks he's a dog, and I'm beginning to believe him. Last night he brought home a blank.
Can you use technical terms on television?
Why, certainly you can. We're a very erudite bunch here. We'll understand anything you say.
Not the one she's
Okay.
thinking of, you can't.
There, she's finished. I'm not.
Nobody peeked.
It's my show. I can peek if I want to.
Oh, you can't?
Yes,
Yes.
but only at her card.
Put that down.
Yes, but Betty said only at my card.
All right. That's all I'm doing there. Okay. Are you ready, Pat? Kate said, my husband thinks he's a dog, and I'm beginning to believe him. Last night, he brought home a can... I just think I blew the question.
Why?
Well, I was just supposed to say last night he brought home a blank. Does that throw you off? Did you have an answer already in your head? Mm-hmm. What was your answer?
Bone.
Brought home a bone. Okay. All right. I thought for a second I distracted her.
No.
What did you say, Sheck?
I said she brought home a bone, or he brought home a bone.
A bone. So there's one for you, Pat. Brett?
You said I could use technical terms, didn't
Yes, you did. Yes, indeed.
Well, my answer begins with a B. Now, you're not going to be funny about it, are you?
Well, I don't know. Are we going to be funny about it?
Well, what is
We're
a
not gonna be
female dog? No, a bone. I said bone.
If I don't get a heart attack on this show soon, we either got to replace her. One of us is going, Ira. Okay, Gare.
I said bone.
All right. 3 bones. You need 1 more bone to tie. 2 more bones to win the game. Do you offer this lady a bone?
No, I'm so nervous. Her husband came home and he brought a can of Alpo with him.
Can of Alpo.
Well, see, he hated her cooking.
Oh, naturally, because he was a dog. All right, Richard. Do you offer this
Another.
lady a bone that ties the game?
There's no place like bone.
No place like bone. Yeah. Another bone and you win the game.
No, I hate to be in this spot. A rag, a bone, a hank of hair, her tongue, her toe, a bone.
Bone. Congratulations again. Okay. So Pat's going to have another shot at it here, Stormy. It was a pleasure meeting you. We offer you our best wishes together with a gift for being here on Match Game 75. Stormy Martell. Goodbye. Now we'll do a little business, and then we'll get back to you, okay? Go. All right. Here we are once again with Pat Schropp. This is her second go at over $5,000. We're going to see if it happens with her now. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, Pat, we polled a recent studio audience. We got their best response to this. Blank wick. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500. If you match the next one, you get $250. If you match the bottom one, you get $100. Whom do you call on?
Richard again.
Richard again.
Pickwick.
Pickwick.
Betty.
Candlewick.
Candlewick.
Gary.
Airwick.
Airwick. So, Pat, you've got Airwick, Pickwick, and Candlewick. Do you want one of those, or do you want to give us one of your own?
I think Candlewick will be up there.
Candlewick, you think is going to be up there? Think it's going to be under the big one?
I hope so.
All right, we hope so, too, for your sake. We're looking for Candlewick. Let us begin by revealing the $100 response. Pickwick is up there, the one Richard gave you. Still looking for Candlewick. Here we go with a $250 response. Airwick.
Oh, I'm glad.
Well, that's 2 out of 3. I really thought Airwick was going to be on top. Let's all hope Candlewick is under the $500 response. It is indeed. Very good. So, now, you've got the 500. That boosts your total up to 800. Now you're going to play for 5,000. Before we can turn over that amount of money to you, though, you've got to match one of them. Head-to-head has to be exact. Choose one.
Betty.
Okay, Betty?
Richard.
Now, Pat, you'll face me if you would, please. Betty will get ready to write her response to this $5,000 question. Cheek blank. That's C-H-E-E-K blank. Now she's finished. Pat, We call on you for an answer which you say will match Betty White. Cheek blank.
To cheek.
Cheek to cheek. You know, I drew a blank on that one. I couldn't think of anything until she was...
I didn't.
You didn't? All right. It's up to Betty White now. She says, for $5,000, cheek to cheek will match you, Betty. May we see it, please?
When I do the show again, can I sit someplace else? Because I don't like sitting here cheek to cheek.
Cheek to cheek. Is that your mother? Is that your mother-in-law? Who's that? Is that your husband?
That was the only one I could think of.
Okay. Scott now had $5,800, and that was her husband blowing kisses to me. Okay. 5,800. You, how do you feel about that?
Rich.
You feel rich? Your cup overfloweth, my dear. Well, let's play another game, shall we? Let's welcome Sandy Jassic. Hello there. Okay. Sandy, you know Pat is very excited and happy at this moment. And we'll find out a little bit about Sandy.
Well, I live in Manhattan Beach.
You live in Manhattan Beach.
I work for an attorney in Beverly Hills, and I'm hoping that he can teach me to become a paralegal.
He's going to teach you to become a paralegal.
I hope so.
Are you illegal now?
No, I'm over 18. So.
Are you a legal secretary?
Yes, I am.
That's a hard job, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, Sandy. Don't answer that question. Get your pad out and take a tort. Yes, no. Okay, let's begin, shall we? A tort is a legal phrase. Just.
Thank heaven.
All right, Sandy, please make a selection here.
I'll take A.
A. This is for Sandy. Be nice to her. She's a sweet lady. Now listen to this. Betty White said.
Oh, you did not.
Betty White said, my husband, Alan Ludden, is not quite as funny as a barrel of monkeys, but he's just about as funny as a case of blank. Not quite as funny as a barrel of monkeys, but he's just about as funny as a case of blank. Very quick thinking.
Yes, very quick. Do you like chocolate?
Yes, I do.
I painted my fingernails chocolate.
Fingernails are covered in chocolate.
Yes. I did that because I got my husband on a diet.
Is he losing weight?
No.
Bobby Van is skinny. Why should he be on a diet?
Well, he's opening at the Wintergarten in Dr. Jazz, March 4th.
March 4th?
March 4th.
He started rehearsal already, hasn't he?
Yes.
All right, everybody ready? Here we go. You changing your mind, Betty?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's a paper short.
All right. Sandy. Betty White said, my husband, Alan Ludden, is not quite as funny as a barrel of monkeys, but he's just about as funny as a case of...
Case of beer.
Case of beer?
That's it.
You like that answer? Do you think any of these weirdos are going to say a case of beer? No. We'll find out right now.
What do you mean by that?
I've always wanted to have a mustache like Dickie.
No.
Oh, are you?
You won't come off?
It won't come off.
No,
They did that to me once.
You mean this will never come off?
Never, ever. Shecky, you're marked
And
for
he's
life.
a newlywed,
Yeah.
too.
I mean, they put turpentine on me and everything. My skin hurt. I got all red in the face.
Why
it was
didn't
awful.
somebody tell me that before? There should be instructions here.
Do not.
It looks very nice.
Yes, I think it looks.
Quick, get me something.
No.
Case of nails, I said.
Case of nails. He not only ruined his face, he gave a dumb answer. Okay, Brett.
Well, I've spent a couple of evenings with Alan Ludden,
Yes.
and he's about as funny as a case of coffins.
Is a case of coffee.
Hi, Betty.
All right. Beer's the answer she's looking for.
Sandy, sorry, we
What?
just went through about 15 minutes about you being a legal secretary, and I said a case of murder.
A case of murder.
Very good answer.
Listen. There,
like that
so far, all right.
Like your mustache.
But he's just about as funny as a case of, and she said beer. What do you say?
Well, the worst thing I could think of would be, for Alan, it would be a case of mumps.
Now, there's an answer that
Now,
begins to
that's
make
a
a
good
little sense. No, that's a good answer. Leave that girl alone. That's a good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah, show him another good answer, Richard.
I know the man very well.
Yes.
He can clear a room by entering it. He is funny as a case of Drano.
Betty?
Flush with
Well,
success.
Mr. Clear,
Now, Betty.
You realize this is my husband you're talking about. I'm sensitive about this. I really am. I started to say a case of worms, and I thought that wouldn't have been nice.
No.
That wouldn't have been
No,
nice.
it wouldn't have been nice.
Besides, he's not quite that funny. He's about as funny as a case of flu.
Flu. Isn't she sensitive? Okay, so there we are in the middle of round one, and we ain't got nothing so far, but we'll get something a little bit later. Now you get this. Here we go. Ready? Your first round question, Pat, reads as follows. The White House butler said, yesterday President Ford got all mixed up. He put on his skis, then he went to the blank. That's what the White House butler said. Yesterday, President Ford got all mixed up. He put on his skis, then he went to the blank. All right. Bottom row is ready.
Oh, all right.
Did it come off? Does it hurt?
Oh, yeah, it hurts.
It'll sting for days. You may never kiss again.
See him go home today, his wife wondering who's been kissing?
That's right. Okay, Pat. The White House butler said yesterday, President Ford got all mixed up. He put on his skis, then he went to the...
Bathroom.
Went to the bathroom. He herringboned all the way. I tried to walk with skis on.
Walk this way.
Walk this way. If I walked that way, could I? I mean, yes.
I didn't exactly say the bathroom. Do you have to say the exact things that lady says?
The tall, skinny one will be the judge over there.
All right, here is my answer, the washroom.
The washroom?
Yes, good.
That's fun for you.
Yeah, that's good.
Very good. How about you, madam?
I said, I believe we had this question earlier in the week.
Did we?
Or the same answer, the turlet.
Oh, you saved the same card. Right. Okay, Garrett.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the writers thought that maybe another answer would be the swimming pool.
Yes,
right?
yes.
The White House swimming pool.
Right.
Water skiing and all that. But I said the bathroom.
Oh, you did? Swimming pool wouldn't have been bad. All right, little girl.
Well, see, my bathroom is about this big. You wouldn't fit in there with skis. I mean, it's teeny. So I figured he went to the swimming pool.
To the pool. That's what he said.
See?
Okay, that's 3 for her so far. Let's see if Richard makes it 4.
No, they don't have a pool. That's what he complained about the other day.
That's right. They covered it over to make the White House, to make the press room,
Nixon
didn't they?
drained it like he did the economy.
Yes.
Oh, sometimes I love you.
Hello there, Betty.
Hello there. Tell me again what you said about swimming pool, about what kind of an answer it would be.
It would be a pretty neat answer.
There you are.
Oh, yes, see? Very good. Very good. Yes,
Nixon
indeed. No, that pool is still there. It's, they got a hardwood floor over it. All right, so at the end of round 1, it's 4-0, favor the champ. And now we go to round 2 and ask Sandy to make a decision.
I'll try A again.
A again, she said valiantly. The passengers on the airplane got very nervous when the pilot walked down the aisle wearing a blank. Passengers on the airplane got very nervous when the pilot walked down the aisle wearing a blank.
I used to be a hoochie coochie dancer.
Put the yes, I am. Very ticklish. Don't touch me there. Okay. Here we over to Sandy Jasic. The passengers on the airplane got very nervous when the pilot walked down the aisle wearing a
Parachute.
parachute. She really gave a crowd-pleasing answer there when she said parachute. What do you say?
I wanted to say parachute, and please forgive me, but I put down, being an old Navy man, I put down a Mae West.
Mae West.
Yes.
Well, that's the life preserver.
Life
They
preserver.
call that in the Air Force the Mae West, yeah. All right.
But I really wanted to say parachute. Please.
You really want to say it, then?
Please, Sandy, I beg of you, please. Please forgive me. I'll give you the money myself, Daddy.
I hate to see a grown man cry.
I don't care.
it's all right. No. Give him a hanky there. He got some makeup. Where's the Kleenex there, Brett? Yeah, go.
I'm in love.
With him?
Shecky.
Oh, yes. He's a dear, sweet, funny fellow there.
But I don't know why she would say parachute.
Why?
Because I seldom match, but I did that time.
Okay, there's one for you, Sandy. Gary?
You know, this is one word that I can't spell, so I hope this will suffice.
That will suffice indeed. That's 2 for you. What are you offering that little girl?
A parachute.
That's 3 for you. And Richard.
I wanted to say what the third funniest man in America said, Mae West, but I said parachute.
Downhill all the way, Shecky. Okay, Betty.
I am in such trouble.
Why?
Well, I can see how her mind works, and I should have figured it that. She wants to be a paralegal. She said parachute. I'd like a pair of boots, but I said life jacket.
Life jacket. So at this moment, we got a tie score, and we also have this message for you. Okay, just time to say goodbye. Thank you, one and all. Gene Rayburn, Match Game 75. Join us next time. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.